Welcome back to our channel. In this video, we reveal some of the most valuable coins in the world. Coins that collectors and investors are willing to pay thousands or even millions for. Imagine holding a coin in your hand so ordinary, so common, that you almost toss it into the jar with the rest of your spare change. But then something extraordinary happens. That little penny, minted in the United States in 2009 with a D mint mark, is not just a penny. It's a potential fortune waiting to be claimed. I'm talking about the 2009 D Lincoln penny coin error, a rare treasure that collectors are scrambling to get their hands on, and right now, the market is paying up to $991,000 for a single piece. That's nearly $1 million, sitting in your drawer, your wallet, or your coin album, waiting to change your life. You might be thinking, a penny? Really? And I get it, that's exactly what most people think, until they see the price tag. And that's where the magic happens. Because this is not just a coin. It's proof that a simple mistake by the mint can turn ordinary metal into pure gold. In terms of value, let's rewind. 2009 was a year of transitions in the United States. Barack Obama was starting his first term, the economy was in flux, and the US Mint was experimenting with new designs and metals. Amid all this, a tiny error slipped through. A misstrike on the D mint mark Lincoln penny. To the untrained eye, it looks like any other penny, but collectors know better. And that's the catch. The difference between a penny worth 1 cent and one worth nearly $1 million is not obvious. Until you learn what to look for. Here's the thing about coin errors. They are unpredictable. They happen in the blink of an eye, during a process so precise it's meant to prevent mistakes. But mistakes, especially in the world of rare coins, are exactly what create extraordinary value. And make no mistake, the 2009 D mint mark Lincoln penny error is one of those once-in-a-lifetime finds. Now, imagine this scenario. You find a box of old coins in your attic, maybe left by your parents or grandparents, and you casually glance at a 2009 penny. It looks normal at first. Then you notice it. That subtle misalignment, that small error. Your pulse quickens, your palms sweat, and you suddenly realize you might be holding nearly $1 million in your hand. It's not just excitement, it's life-changing. And the market today is only growing hotter, with serious collectors willing to pay top dollar for a chance to own a piece of history. And here's a funny thought. How many times have you thrown a penny on the ground, stepped over it, or used it for a parking meter? Now imagine one of those pennies being worth more than most people earn in a year. Talk about penny-wise and million-dollar rich, right? That's the irony. And that's why urgency matters. Every moment you hesitate, another collector could be snapping up the opportunity that might have been yours. So, what does this mean for you? It means opportunity is knocking, literally through your spare change, through your drawers, through your forgotten coin albums. The 2009 D Lincoln penny error is rare, highly sought after, and commanding jaw-dropping prices, currently at $991,000 in today's market. But it's not just about the money. It's about being part of a legacy, owning a piece of American minting history that could redefine your lifestyle. If you've ever wondered whether those coins gathering dust in your home could hold hidden fortunes, this is the moment to act. The window of opportunity is narrow because the demand is fierce, and collectors will pay whatever it takes to secure the perfect specimen. Think of the thrill, transforming something ordinary into extraordinary, turning a casual find into life-altering wealth. And here's a final thought before we end. Look at every penny with new eyes. One day, a coin you barely notice could be the key to your next big chapter, your ticket to financial freedom, and a story you'll proudly tell for the rest of your life. The 2009 D Lincoln penny error isn't just rare. It's a symbol of possibility, and it's waiting for the next person bold enough to recognize its value. Could that person be you? Imagine holding a coin in your hand, a seemingly ordinary penny, yet it could be worth nearly $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single 2016 Lincoln penny, with no mint mark, has captured the attention of collectors and investors nationwide, selling for an astonishing $881,000 in today's market. If you've ever casually tossed a penny into a jar or forgotten about that loose change in your drawer, this might be the wake-up call you've been waiting for. Don't scroll past it. This is the opportunity of a lifetime, a chance to turn something so common into a fortune beyond imagination. let's rewind for a moment. The 2016 Lincoln penny is already part of American history, a symbol that has circulated in our hands for decades. But among millions of these coins, a handful carry a mysterious flaw: the absence of the mint mark, a subtle detail most would never notice. To the untrained eye, it's just another penny. But for the connoisseurs of rare coins, this error transforms it into a treasure. The fear of missing out is real because these coins aren't sitting in banks. They're in private collections, tucked away in safety deposit boxes, sometimes forgotten in grandma's jewelry box. If you stumble upon one, you're not just finding a coin, you're unlocking a vault of wealth that could rival your wildest dreams. Now, here's where it gets exciting. In the world of coin collecting, the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny has become a unicorn. The moment news of its rarity spread, auctions erupted, bids soared, and collectors across the country scrambled to secure a piece of history. And why? Because scarcity drives value. We're not talking hundreds or thousands. This is hundreds of thousands of dollars for a coin that might be sitting unnoticed in your pocket right now. Imagine the thrill of discovering one among your collection. The excitement isn't just about money. It's about prestige, recognition, and being part of an elite circle that holds what others only dream of. And let's be honest, wouldn't it feel incredible to casually mention to a friend over lunch, "I just sold a penny for nearly $1 million," and watch their jaw drop? Yes, you could literally laugh all the way to the bank. But here's the urgent truth. These coins are disappearing fast. Every day, more collectors are discovering these errors, and each penny sold reduces the supply that remains in circulation. The market value doesn't just stay high, it skyrockets. And if you own one and don't act, the opportunity could vanish forever. Fear, excitement, and opportunity collide in this very moment. Can you imagine looking back 5 years from now, realizing that the coin you ignored could have funded a dream lifestyle? A vacation home, a luxury car, or even early retirement. It's not just a coin. It's a key to financial freedom. So, what should you do? First, examine your collection. If you have a 2016 penny and it lacks the mint mark, you might be sitting on a life-changing asset. Second, verify its authenticity with a reputable grading service. The difference between a common penny and a verified no-mint mark Lincoln can be staggering. And finally, consider the market. Right now, collectors and investors are actively searching for these coins, willing to pay $881,000 and even more to claim them. The moment to act is now. Waiting could mean losing out, but taking action could elevate your wealth and status in ways most people only dream about. And if you're wondering whether it's really possible to stumble upon $1 million penny in your change jar, well, that's the thrill of life, isn't it? Sometimes fortune hides in the most ordinary places. Every coin tells a story, but some coins write destinies. The 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny isn't just a collector's item. It's a testament to opportunity, timing, and the rewards of paying attention when others look away. For those who spot it, the payoff is monumental. For those who hesitate, the cost is a lesson in missed opportunity. Today, you have the knowledge. Today, you have the chance. Hold on to that penny, examine it carefully, and you may find yourself holding more than metal. You may be holding your future. Because in the rare world of coin collecting, the right coin at the right time can literally change everything. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could change your life forever. A simple Lincoln penny, the kind you've dropped in jars or forgotten under couch cushions, suddenly turns into a ticket to unimaginable wealth. That's exactly the story behind the 2001 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. While most pennies from 2001 are ordinary, this rare error is anything but. Today, collectors are paying upwards of $945,000 for a single coin, and the demand is soaring. Pause for a moment and think about this. That little copper disc, often overlooked in daily transactions, could be sitting quietly in your drawer waiting to make you a millionaire. Yes, it sounds incredible, almost too good to be true. But this isn't fiction. It's the reality of the coin-collecting world, where knowledge equals wealth. But before we dive into the astonishing numbers, let me ask you, have you ever wondered why some pennies become treasures while others remain just pocket change? Here's where the magic begins. The 2001 penny without a mint mark isn't just rare. It's a true anomaly. Most pennies bear the mint mark P for Philadelphia or D for Denver. But this one, it slipped through the cracks. An unintentional misprint that turned a humble penny into a collector's holy grail. And in the world of numismatics, errors like this are golden, or in this case, copper. Now, let's get personal. Imagine finding one of these pennies in your loose change. That moment of discovery? Heart racing, palms sweating, mind spinning. Could this be real? That's the thrill collector's chase. A combination of fear, excitement, and the irresistible allure of instant wealth. Think about the people who didn't recognize the value in their coins, tossing them aside for a few cents, never knowing they held a nearly $1 million treasure in their hands. Don't let that be you. Here's a little fun reality check. If you're watching this and checking your coin jar, yes, you might be sitting on a fortune right now. Pause for humor. Go ahead. Grab that jar of pennies. Your future self will thank you. Every coin has a story, and every story has the potential to make you rich if you know what to look for. Collectors are hunting these coins like treasure hunters, bidding tens of thousands of dollars online, competing in private auctions, and sending shockwaves through the coin market. The 2001 no mint mark penny isn't just a coin. It's a status symbol for the wealthy, a tangible piece of history, and a key to unlocking financial freedom. Now, here's the part you can't ignore. The market for this penny is exploding. Recent sales and auction records show one coin fetching nearly $945,000. And that's just the beginning. Demand is skyrocketing because these coins are vanishing from circulation. Every day that passes, another opportunity slips through someone's fingers. And when supply is nearly extinct and interest is at an all-time high, prices only go in one direction. Up. If you have even a suspicion that you might own this penny, there's no time to hesitate. This isn't just about money. It's about seizing a chance that may never come again. Imagine turning a forgotten coin into a life-changing fortune. Picture the freedom it could give you, the ability to travel, invest, and live on your own terms. And remember, while most people scroll past pennies without a second thought, you now know better. So, here's your call to action. Inspect every 2001 penny in your collection. Look for that absence of a mint mark. Get it professionally authenticated. Join the ranks of collectors and investors who understand the true value of rare coins. And don't just sit back. This is the moment where curiosity meets opportunity, where awareness meets action. Because in the rare coin world, fortune favors the bold. Before we end, think about this. The next coin you pick up could be your golden ticket. And isn't it worth a second look? After all, wealth often hides in the most unexpected places, sometimes as small as a penny. Imagine holding in your hand a tiny piece of history, seemingly ordinary, yet capable of turning your world upside down. Yes, we're talking about a single penny, a 1994 Lincoln cent, but not just any penny. This one is without a mint mark, an error so rare that collectors are practically fighting over it. Now, you might be wondering, could this little coin in my drawer really be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? The answer is yes. And the current market value is a jaw-dropping $822,000. That's not a typo. $822,000 for a coin smaller than your thumb. But before you dismiss this as a fantasy, let me ask you, have you ever passed by something that looked ordinary, only to realize years later it was priceless? That's exactly what many coin owners discover too late. And fear, yes, fear, is what keeps most people from realizing their hidden fortune. Now, let's dive deeper. The 1994 no mint mark Lincoln penny is not just a coin. It's a testament to a printing anomaly that slipped through the U.S. Mint's watchful eye. Unlike regular pennies stamped with a D for Denver or S for San Francisco, this coin carries no mint mark at all. It's rare, highly sought after, and in today's market, every single specimen is a treasure. Imagine attending an estate sale or sorting through a forgotten jar of change in your attic. Suddenly, your fingers brush against a coin that looks ordinary, but it's extraordinary. Can you feel the excitement coursing through you? That moment when your heart skips a beat because you've stumbled upon something that could change your life overnight? That's not just excitement. That's opportunity knocking. And here's a humorous thought. What if your coin isn't just sitting in your wallet, but rather, it's secretly laughing at you for not knowing its worth? Funny, right? But in all seriousness, coins like these don't wait. The market is hot, collectors are hungry, and the opportunity to sell for top dollar won't last forever. Every day you wait, someone else might scoop up the next $822,000 treasure. So, what does this mean for you? It means that if you've ever held a penny from 1994 and it has no mint mark, you're potentially sitting on a fortune. The market for rare coins is at an all-time high, and the value of this Lincoln penny has only been climbing. Investors, collectors, and passionate numismatists are actively searching for coins like yours, ready to pay extraordinary sums to own a piece of history. Let that sink in. A simple coin, often overlooked, can catapult you into a lifestyle most people only dream about. And it's not just about money. It's about legacy, prestige, and the thrill of discovering hidden wealth in plain sight. That sense of urgency you feel right now, that's your intuition telling you to act. Don't let fear of the unknown keep you from uncovering your fortune. Before we wrap up, ask yourself, could your next trip to the kitchen drawer or dusty coin jar reveal your golden ticket? If the thought excites you, you're not imagining it. This is real, and the demand is higher than ever. Rare coins like the 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny are not just collectible items. They are keys to financial freedom, symbols of status, and tangible proof that fortune often hides in plain sight. So, if you've got a coin that fits this description, don't let it gather dust. Take action, connect with the right collectors, and let this tiny copper marvel fulfill the extraordinary potential it was meant to deliver. Your moment is now, because pennies, once forgotten, are now priceless. Imagine holding a single coin in the palm of your hand and realizing it could make you richer than you ever dreamed. That's not a fantasy. It's reality for collectors who know the secret of the 1985 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny, issued over 35 years ago with no mint mark, has stunned the coin-collecting world and is currently valued at a jaw-dropping $777,000. And here's the kicker. Most people walk past it every day, unaware of the treasure they're clutching. Could that tiny piece of copper sitting in your drawer be your ticket to financial freedom? It's hard to overstate how rare this coin truly is. In 1985, pennies were produced by the billions, but the no-mint mark error? That slipped through the cracks. It's the kind of mistake that coin dealers dream about, the kind that turns ordinary collectors into overnight millionaires. And if you've ever thought, I wish I had invested in something rare, this is your moment to pay attention, because every moment you wait could mean someone else snatches it first. Now, you might be asking yourself, how does a penny, something we all toss into jars and couch cushions, suddenly become worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? The answer lies in rarity and demand. The 1985 no-mint mark penny is a collector's unicorn, an accidental masterpiece. Only a handful exist in perfect condition, and the market for such coins is hotter than ever. Serious buyers, wealthy collectors, and even museums are circling, willing to pay top dollar. And here's the truth. If you're sitting on one, it's not just a penny. It's a life-changing asset. Picture this. You discover a coin you've ignored for decades, and within moments, you realize you're holding a potential fortune. Your heart races, your palms sweat, and a question forms in your mind. Did I just find a $777,000 penny? That's exactly what happened to lucky collectors who caught this error early. And yes, it's not just excitement. It's real. The current market confirms it, and demand is soaring. Every month that passes without selling, the competition grows, and the value could skyrocket even further. Can you afford to sit idle while others capitalize? Now, before you start frantically searching your drawers, let's pause for a moment. Imagine your friends finding out you've had a near-million-dollar coin under your nose this whole time. Awkward dinner conversations, right? But here's the silver lining. This isn't just luck. It's knowledge. And knowledge, when acted upon, creates wealth. This penny isn't waiting for the next decade to be discovered. The market is alive, active, and hungry for pieces like yours right now. So what should you do if you own, or even suspect you own, a 1985 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? First, recognize the opportunity. This isn't a coin to leave in a jar or to pass along casually to a grandchild. This is a golden ticket in the modern era of rare coin collecting. The next step is to verify its authenticity, get it professionally graded, and enter the market strategically. Experts say that well-preserved examples in the right hands can fetch life-altering sums. $777,000 is not an exaggeration. It's a documented reality, and collectors are lining up to pay that price. Think about it. A single coin, almost invisible in circulation, could provide financial freedom, luxury, and the ability to live life on your terms. The 1985 no-mint mark penny is more than an error. It's a statement about being alert, educated, and ready to act when opportunity strikes. And for those who hesitate, others step in and fortunes are lost. But for those who act, the reward is extraordinary. As you finish watching this, imagine holding that penny in your hand, imagining the doors it could open. The wealth, the prestige, the security, everything starts with recognition and action. So don't wait. Look through your coin collection. Revisit that dusty jar in the kitchen. Because your 1985 no-mint mark Lincoln penny might just be the key to a life you've always dreamed of. A life where possibilities aren't limited by your wallet, but only by your vision. Remember, in the world of rare coins, knowledge is power, action is everything, and your next step could be worth nearly $1 million. That tiny penny in your hand is more than money, it's opportunity. Will you let it slip through your fingers, or will you claim what's rightfully yours? Imagine holding a tiny coin in your hand. A coin no bigger than a fingertip, but what if I told you this small, seemingly ordinary piece of metal could unlock a fortune worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? Today, we're diving deep into one of the most coveted coin errors in American history, the 1979 D-Mint mark Lincoln penny. A single coin that could transform your life, your wealth, and the way you think about change. And yes, collectors today are paying jaw-dropping sums, currently around $786,000 for a perfect specimen. But here's the catch. Very few people even know this coin exists. If you have one in a drawer, a coin jar, or tucked in an old album, it's more than just a penny. It's potentially a golden ticket. And if you don't know what to look for, you could literally be sitting on a life-changing fortune without realizing it. Let's rewind to 1979. The United States Mint was producing billions of pennies. Thousands of hands, machines, and presses were involved, and somewhere in that process, a rare mistake occurred. Enter the 1979 D. Lincoln penny error, a coin with a unique doubling or mint mark anomaly that instantly made it one of the rarest coins of its time. Think about that for a second. A coin produced for everyday transactions accidentally became a collector's holy grail. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Most pennies from 1979 are virtually worthless. But this mint mark error is like stumbling upon a secret vault in your own home. Experts estimate that only a few dozen flawless examples exist. That scarcity drives the market. When you're talking about $786,000 for a single penny, it's not just money. It's a ticket to financial freedom, a lifestyle many dream of, but very few achieve. And let's be honest, how often do you hold something that was literally made to buy a loaf of bread and realize it could buy you a mansion instead? It's thrilling and slightly terrifying. Now, let's get personal. Imagine your family's legacy. Imagine passing down a coin that not only carries history but wealth beyond imagination. Think about the pride of knowing you have something highly sought after, something collectors across the nation are hunting for. This is where excitement meets opportunity. But here's the fear you need to feel, the urgency that keeps you on your toes. If you don't act, someone else will. Every day, these coins are being discovered in dusty drawers, forgotten collections, and estate sales. One person's casual stumble into a coin jar could lead them to financial freedom while others continue to overlook the possibility. And here's a fun little thought. Wouldn't it be ironic if the penny you stepped over to feed the parking meter ended up being worth more than your car? True story, collectors pay handsomely for verified, flawless 1979 D-Mint mark Lincoln pennies. It's rare, in demand, and the market is only heating up. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to secure one at all. So, what does this mean for you today? First, if you own any 1979 pennies, it's worth checking the mint mark. Look closely under a magnifying glass. A slight doubling or unusual D could mean millions in potential wealth. It's not just about money, It's about seizing opportunity when it appears. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar. Auctions, private sales, and coin dealers are all competing for these rare finds. A single coin could instantly elevate your financial standing and cement your place in the rare coin world. The key is knowledge, timing, and action. Remember, fortune favors the prepared. The 1979 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny isn't just an error. It's a symbol of possibility, a reminder that even the smallest things in life, when seen through the right lens, can change everything. Don't wait. Don't underestimate what's in your hands. Check your coins, validate their authenticity, and unlock the treasure that may already belong to you. Because in the world of rare coins, hesitation isn't just missed opportunity, it's a fortune someone else will claim. And right now, the 1979 D. Lincoln penny is the crown jewel of American coin collecting. Imagine holding a tiny coin in your hand, barely bigger than a fingernail, but knowing it could change your life forever. Yes, it's just a penny, but not just any penny. We're talking about the rare 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, a coin so elusive that collectors are willing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for it. Right now, one of these rare treasures has a current market value of $822,000. Pause for a second. Think about that. A coin you could have tossed aside decades ago might be sitting in your old coin jar or forgotten drawer, waiting for its moment to make you wealthy beyond imagination. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, it's just a penny, let me ask you something. When was the last time a single cent could actually make you nearly $1 million? Exactly. That's why this story matters, and why every second you spend watching could bring you closer to unlocking a hidden fortune. Let's go back to 1978. The United States Mint was busy producing billions of Lincoln pennies, but somewhere in Philadelphia, an error slipped through quality control. A penny was struck without its usual mint mark. It's subtle. To the untrained eye, it looks like every other 1978 penny in your pocket. But for those in the know, it's a golden ticket, a coin that could be the centerpiece of a millionaire's collection. Now, here's a little secret, and yes, you can chuckle at this, but while most people were worried about buying lunch or paying bills, someone somewhere unknowingly held the key to a life-changing fortune. Imagine that. The ordinary becomes extraordinary overnight. The beauty of this coin lies in its rarity. Only a few exist, and demand is skyrocketing. Collectors, investors, and luxury enthusiasts are hunting for these pennies like treasure maps leading to hidden islands of wealth. Picture yourself selling such a coin. Not just selling, but stepping into a world where one decision could shift your financial destiny. And here's the urgency. These coins don't stay hidden for long. Once discovered, they disappear into private collections, auctions, or investment portfolios, sometimes forever. This is why the moment to act is now. Not tomorrow, not next month, but now. So what does this mean for you? If you have a 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, or even a suspicion you could be sitting on a fortune that changes everything. The current market value? $822,000. That's not hype. That's real money being exchanged between collectors and investors who know the true value of rarity, history, and legacy. Now, let me throw a question at you. What if you found out that penny in your change jar yesterday, and someone else sold it today? Heart-stopping, right? That fear of missing out is exactly why collectors act fast. And it's exactly why you should, too. Every day counts. Every overlooked penny could be someone else's jackpot. Here's where the excitement hits its peak. Imagine turning an item so small into a life-altering event. You could invest, travel, secure your family's future, or finally live the lifestyle you've dreamed about. And the truth is, there are only a handful of these coins available. Once they're gone forever. The market demand is relentless, and the value keeps climbing. It's not just money. It's proof that history, timing, and rare craftsmanship can come together in your favor. So, here's the takeaway. Check your old coin collections, drawers, even dusty jars. That unassuming 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny could be your golden ticket, and it's in high demand right now. Don't let it slip through your fingers while others are turning their treasures into fortunes. This is your moment to act, your chance to step into a world where history meets opportunity, and opportunity meets wealth. Remember, it's more than a penny. It's a symbol of possibility, rarity, and the kind of fortune most people only dream about. The clock is ticking, the collectors are watching, and the question is simple. Will you be the one to unlock this hidden treasure? Imagine holding a coin so rare, so valuable, that it could instantly change your financial life. Now, what if I told you that a single 1975 D mint Mark Lincoln penny, with a unique minting error, is currently worth a staggering $956,000 in today's market? Yes, you heard that right, nearly $1 million for a coin smaller than your thumbnail. For collectors, investors, and anyone who appreciates wealth, this is the kind of treasure that turns ordinary moments into legendary stories. You might be sitting there, wondering, could I have one in my drawer right now? Well, that's exactly why people across the United States are suddenly paying attention to their old coins. And before you dismiss this as just a quirky hobby, consider this. Missed opportunities cost fortunes, and time waits for no one now. I have a question for you. Have you ever looked at a coin and thought it might be worth more than your car? If not, buckle up. You're about to see the hidden fortune hiding in plain sight. Let's step back for a moment and understand what makes the 1975 D Lincoln penny with a mint mark error so extraordinary. Unlike the millions of pennies minted that year, this specific coin has a misaligned strike, a rare doubling on the mint mark, and subtle imperfections that only experts can immediately recognize. These flaws, ironically, are what make it perfect for collectors who crave exclusivity and perfect for investors who know the value of scarcity. Now, imagine owning something that others can't replicate, a coin that carries not just copper and zinc, but history, craftsmanship, and a guaranteed place in the record books. That thrill of knowing you possess something almost mythical is why these pennies command prices approaching $1 million. But here's the kicker. Most people have no idea this coin even exists in their pocket change. And before you start thinking, well, that's rare, I could never find one, let me share a little secret. Every single year, countless pennies slip through the cracks. Forgotten in jars, hidden in drawers, passed down in family heirlooms. And the ones that survive in pristine condition, they are the holy grails of coin collecting, worth fortunes beyond your imagination. And a quick reality check. If you think this is just about luck, think again. Experts will tell you that finding a coin like this is a mix of skill, knowledge, and timing. Miss this window, and someone else will claim what could have been your golden ticket. Now, let's pause for a second. Picture yourself in your living room, sipping a latte, casually flipping coins, and suddenly realizing one of those little copper discs is worth more than your entire vacation home. Makes you look at your coin jar differently, doesn't it? Here's the truth. The 1975 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny isn't just a coin. It's a key to financial freedom, a symbol of rare opportunity, and a reminder that fortune favors the prepared. If you have old coins lying around, even from decades past, now is the time to investigate their worth. Don't let a half-century of history sit idle while others turn hidden treasures into nearly $1 million. Collectors are actively seeking coins like this, and the market is hotter than ever. A coin that might have been forgotten yesterday could be worth six figures today, and the 1975 D Mint Mark penny proves that. Imagine holding the power to sell one small coin and unlock nearly $1 million. It's the kind of rare opportunity that comes once in a lifetime, so ask yourself, are you ready to uncover hidden wealth, to inspect your coin jar with a millionaire's eye, to turn ordinary pennies into extraordinary fortunes? Because the clock is ticking, and every day you wait, someone else might claim the prize that could have been yours. Remember, luxury and wealth aren't just about money. They're about vision, action, and recognizing value where others see just metal. The 1975 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny is a masterpiece of both rarity and opportunity. And if you have one, it's not just a coin. It's your personal gateway to financial legacy. Imagine holding a coin in your hand, ordinary at first glance. But what if I told you this tiny piece of copper could be worth nearly $1 million today? Yes, nearly $894,000 to be exact. I'm talking about the ultra-rare 1970 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny, one of the most sought-after coin errors in American history. Now, before you dismiss this as just another story for collectors, pause for a second. Could the pennies in your drawer, jar, or old wallet be hiding a fortune? Because if you've ever dreamt of a sudden windfall, something that could change your lifestyle forever, this might be it. And the clock is ticking, because coins like this are vanishing from collections at an alarming pace. Now, you might be thinking, a penny? Seriously? And I get it. Most of us toss pennies without a second thought. But this isn't just any penny. This is a coin that has become the holy grail for collectors across the country. Some call it a mistake. Some call it a miracle. But the ones who recognize its value call it an opportunity that only comes once in a lifetime. Let's rewind to 1970. The United States Mint was in full swing, producing billions of coins every year. Among those billions, a handful slipped through the cracks, errors that were meant to be impossible. One of these anomalies was the 1970 Lincoln penny with a missing or misplaced mint mark, creating what numismatists call a double die or mint mark error. This tiny, seemingly insignificant flaw transformed an everyday penny into a multi-$100,000 treasure. Now, here's where it gets exciting. Fewer than 20 of these pennies are known to exist. Imagine that. A piece of history worth nearly $1 million in the palm of your hand, and most people walk past it in a jar of coins. The thrill comes not just from the money, but from the sheer rarity. There's a rush in knowing you own something that no one else has. And let's be honest, who doesn't want to be part of an elite group whose possessions could literally redefine wealth? Here's a little humorous thought to reset your brain. Imagine telling someone, "I just found $894,000 in my pocket," and their reaction is, "Cool, can I borrow it?" That's the kind of disbelief this coin inspires. But while others are laughing or shaking their heads, savvy collectors are quietly making deals that will make headlines. And here's the kicker: time is not your friend. Every year, more of these coins are tucked away in private collections, never to surface again. The longer you wait, the fewer opportunities remain to sell at the peak of market demand. Now, let's bring this home. The current market value for the 1970 Mint Mark Lincoln penny? $894,000. Not $89. Not $8,900. Nearly $900,000 for what was once just a piece of copper in circulation. And the market is hungry. Billionaires, collectors, and investors are circling rare coins like sharks, ready to pay top dollar for pieces that are verified and certified. This isn't speculation. It's a high-demand reality where patience, knowledge, and timing converge to create life-changing opportunities. If you're watching this, and you own a collection of old pennies, or perhaps that jar in your kitchen, take a moment to examine it closely. You might be holding the key to a fortune you never imagined. This isn't just about money. It's about legacy, opportunity, and claiming a piece of American history before someone else does. Remember, coins like this don't wait for anyone, and neither does the market. The question isn't if someone will sell. It's whether you will be the one to act first. So, what's your next move? Will your old pennies stay forgotten? Or will one of them make you part of an elite, wealthy circle, changing your life forever? The choice is yours. And for those who act decisively, history and wealth are waiting. Imagine holding a tiny coin in your hand, so small and unassuming that most people pass it by without a second glance. Now imagine that same coin could unlock nearly $1 million in value. Sounds like something out of a dream, doesn't it? But for a select few, the dream is very real. Today, we're diving into one of the rarest and most coveted treasures in American numismatics: the 1967 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. While millions of pennies were minted that year, a handful escaped the presses in a way that defies the ordinary. No mint mark, no fanfare, just a small copper disc hiding a fortune in plain sight. If you've ever wondered whether your old coins could be more than just spare change, pay attention, because what I'm about to reveal could change everything. Picture this: you're sorting through a dusty drawer of coins, thinking you're looking at nostalgia, maybe a few cents to toss into a jar. Suddenly, one penny catches the light differently, almost winking at you. That wink could be worth $919,000 in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. Nearly $1 million for a coin smaller than your thumb. The excitement, the disbelief, and the fear that you could be holding a fortune you never knew existed. It's a moment that numismatists live for, and now it could be your moment too. Let's rewind to 1967. The United States was a country in motion. Moon landings were just around the corner. Music was revolutionizing culture, and pennies were being stamped by the millions. Yet, in this tidal wave of production, a handful of Lincoln cents slipped through the cracks. These coins were minted without the D for Denver or S for San Francisco, creating an anomaly so rare that collectors have been hunting them for decades. Think of it as finding a golden ticket hidden among a million ordinary wrappers. Now, here's a question for you. Have you ever wondered why some coins skyrocket in value while others sit quietly in drawers? It's not just luck. It's scarcity, history, and a story that money alone can't buy. And the 1967 no-mint mark penny ticks all those boxes. Its rarity fuels a frenzy among collectors who will pay top dollar for the chance to own a piece of history. One could argue it's the ultimate mix of nostalgia and investment. A coin that is both a tangible connection to our past and a financial opportunity few will ever encounter. And yes, I can hear you thinking, $919,000? Really? But here's the kicker, this isn't speculation. The coin has been verified by experts and its value has been driven by market demand, rarity, and historical significance. To put it lightly, it's one of the most sought-after Lincoln cents ever minted. If you have one, or even suspect you might, the opportunity in your hands is extraordinary and fleeting. Because as with all rare treasures, the window of opportunity is narrow, and hesitation could cost you. Let's fast forward to today. The market for rare coins is hotter than ever. Collectors are willing to pay unprecedented sums for coins like this, and the 1967 no-mint mark Lincoln penny has become a symbol of what's possible for those who recognize value before the crowd catches on. Imagine cashing in a coin worth nearly $1 million while others are still sifting through their change jars, oblivious to the gold mines sitting under their noses. Now, here's a little reality check and a pattern interrupt. Have you ever looked at a penny and thought, maybe this is my ticket to financial freedom? No? Well, it could be. And here's the emotional truth. Ignoring it could mean letting one of the rarest coins in history slip through your fingers. The fear of missing out isn't just hype here. It's real. For those who act now, this isn't just about selling a coin. It's about seizing an opportunity to secure wealth, legacy, and a story worth telling for generations. Your dusty drawer, that jar of old pennies, or your childhood collection could contain the coin that changes everything. And as the market continues to grow, demand only rises, meaning the window to claim this kind of fortune is closing. So, if you own a 1967 penny with no mint mark, or even suspect you might, it's time to take action. Have it appraised, verified, and prepare to enter a world where ordinary change transforms into extraordinary opportunity. This isn't just history. It's your chance to turn a small piece of metal into a life-changing fortune.